Alright, gang, welcome back to our Horsch Agrovation campaign playthrough. You joined me in July, and clearly, the header is working as we would expect, and we are pumping through this field. It is going to be done in a record time, which is good. Now, I'm missing a little bit here. I'm going to kind of slide more to the left here. Not exactly used to it. We've only really utilized this one other time so far. Well, it's not even this. Well, the beginning, I guess it was. Oh, see, I can't stop because it's going so fast. I can't stop. I gotta pay attention to that. Anyway, what I was trying to say is we've only really utilized the unrealistic header like this one other time so far, and it was in the Broke to Billionaire challenge, which we just started doing that, and we ended up actually shrinking it down a little bit because of the width of the straw pass. So. But this is going to help. Both fields are ready to harvest. This is going to be the last episode of this series, gang. As I mentioned already, we may come back to it for a silver run at some point, whether it's before FS25 releases or after. We haven't decided yet, but we're going to end the campaign playthrough for now, at least, and see where we can get to with the rest of the series. Hopefully, this will help assist some of the other ones. The Ohio Richlands one, we know we're not going to make the $1 billion, but we're trying to make as much as we can before the end. That's why we've gone to the super unrealistic format there. The 100 horsepower challenge one, I really didn't have much of a concern with there. I'm pretty sure I could get to that without having to up it up. I can't talk today. Up it up. The 100 horsepower, let me start over. 100 horsepower challenge series that we're doing, I wasn't that concerned with that one in regard to being able to make it to the $250,000 there. I'm pretty positive we could have done that with only one episode a month. Maybe a month. I need to restart my whole day. I just need to start all over. I promise I haven't had a single thing to drink today. I promise. I promise. I worked today, so I promise. Anyway, the 100 horsepower challenge series, I was pretty confident we were going to be able to complete that without actually having to up the amount of episodes per week. There we go. I got it. I finally got it. There might have been one, situation where we might have to do 2 in a week to get it done, but I was pretty confident we'd be able to do it. We are going to bump that up, though, to twice a week after this series ends. It will take place on Tuesday and on Saturday now. And then the Ohio Richland series will now be 3 days. So it'll be Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that'll definitely help that series out, being able to do 3 of those. We'll see where we get to. And then the Pioneer Challenge will stay as it is. That is not going to change. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing a little bit better than I am with your words at a minimum. But things are good here. Things are going good. We're chugging along here. This is going to... It's not going to take us any time at all to get this field done now. It's a good thing. Really good thing. So this has been a fun map. One of my members said it probably went at this map a little bit incorrectly, and I would agree. I think a lot of it was that gosh, man, I gotta get used to this. Holy cow, I'm gonna kill so much crop doing this every time. I guess part of it is I wasn't expecting to be on this map, honestly. I was expecting to be on Silver Run. You heard me, right? I had a bunch of issues with it. I had the video was corrupt once, it crashed once, and there was just a bunch of stuff that was occurring on that, so I just kind of got a little aggravated, right? A little aggravated internally with that map, so I said, you know what, screw this map, we'll come back to it later, and hopefully I can get it fixed. So because of that, I just kind of flipped to this one, because this is the only other Giants map that was created by Giants as a DLC. So I was like, you know what, I'll just flip to this one. We'll play this one. I know this one works, so we did that. Yeah, I just kind of went at it the way I would with any other Giants map. It just happens to be that these fields are so truly massive that at the beginning I should have started with this header. Would have saved us a ton of time. We would have been able to actually progress by buying more land. We might even be able to buy this land. I don't know if I would have really wanted to, but we might have been able to. But nonetheless, we could have probably at least gotten or bought all the pieces of land down here, right? But it is what it is. We did not do that. We did not go with that approach, so here we are. Still a fun little mini-series, though, I think. I had a lot of fun on this map. Hopefully you all did, too. Now, I got to get in my head. It's not something easy for me to do, but I've got to get in my head that I need to be careful because it takes forever to slow down because it's so heavy and it's going so fast. Instead of it going like 6 or 7 like it typically would, it's, you know, we're flying through here. We're going 20 miles an hour. So I've got to get that in my head that I need to slow down much earlier. I need to really pay attention to what is actually in the storage here so I know when I should start slowing down. So probably when I hit about 90%, it should start slowing down. Now I'm going to have to do a little touch-up work on the edges because I'm, like I said, I'm not really used to this width still. But that's okay. I'm not, I'm not that concerned about running around and having to do little touch-ups here and there. This trailer is going to be full before you know it. Now, we are going to sell the soybeans outright right now. I think they are best to sell in July, June, July, one of those two. So that's good. We'll make good money on this. The other stuff that we have really isn't going to be best to sell right now, but we're going to do it anyway because this is the last episode of the series. But we really don't have big, massive, unrealistic trailers, so we're going to be making some trips. So I'll probably have Worker do some of this for me, you know, just to help assist a little bit while I'm running these things back and forth. Selling them, I should say. I'm going to get down here to the end. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try to touch up some of this stuff because that trailer's not going to be able to accept another full harvester load. So it's crazy to me that these exist in here. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's fun, man. It's fun being able to fly around here at 26 miles per hour and harvest a field. It's crazy how fast we've already gone around half the headland. Before this header, I mean, you saw how long it took, right? It took an eternity. I definitely probably should have upgraded to this a lot sooner. But, well, I mean, really, we've only done one harvest, right? It just took us that long to do a harvest. Alright, so let's fill this up, and then I'm going to put this on a worker for a brief moment. Okay. Let me turn around here. I was going to say, we're probably going to hit a little bit of that. That's okay. Okay. Flip this around. And you know the worker's not going to go the way we really want them to go, but we'll see what they do. Alright, that works. So we're just going to take this to the sell point here. Even if it's not the best, it's going to be very similar, right? If we look at soybeans. Yeah, they're dropping. Technically, it's June, is what I thought it was. So technically it's the Yi Tree store, which is way down there. The Bramble store is right next to us. It's a little bit less. Where'd my bridge go? Wasn't there a bridge here? Yeah, it's right there. Right in front of my face. Look, see? Look. So it's a little bit less, but it's, I mean, it's not too bad. The Oak Bridge store is way over there. We haven't been to the Oak Bridge store yet. Yeah, but how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Staying safe, all that good stuff. At the time of this recording, let's see. How far am I? 4 days? 3 days away? 3 days away from being out of the country, so... if you happen to be watching this, it's still... Just know that if I don't reply to you within 24 hours, which is what I typically aim for, if I don't reply faster than that, it's because I'm out of the country and have no access to any kind of internet of any sort. I'm not buying any kind of international roaming data plan or anything like that, unfortunately. So the only access I will have to reply to you is whenever I'm either probably in, well, we're staying in some Airbnbs and some hotel, but whenever we're in a place that has access for me to get internet. But technically, this is my wife and I's honeymoon. I think some of you know, some of you don't. I got married. It's been almost a year to today. We didn't really take a honeymoon after we got married. We decided to save money for a year so we could go overseas. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to Italy, which I've never been to Italy. I've only ever been overseas. Well, I guess I've been overseas twice, I guess. Once I was overseas a long time ago, back when I was in high school. I was taking German in my German class. For whatever reason, went to Germany, and I went on that trip. So that was kind of cool back then. And then, I don't know, I guess recently, not really recently, it's been, what, 4 years now? 3 years? 3 years, because it was right after COVID, so 3 years. I went to Finland, brief period of time, like 4 days, something like that, 5 days. We went over there for, I'm a big hockey fan, some of you know, I played hockey all my life, basically growing up, everything. And I went over there, I'm from Ohio, which we talked about, right? I went over there and watched Columbus, the Blue Jackets, the hockey team, play against Colorado, the Avalanche, at the, I don't know what they called it, I forget what they called it now, what did they call it? Oh, I'm blanking. Anyway, they played in Finland in a series. It was supposed to happen, I think, during COVID, like when COVID was actually occurring. So they canceled it and they moved it. So we went there. That was a blast. That was really fun. It was in Tampere. We should have really probably dropped one of the days in Tampere down and went to Helsinki for another day. But very, very pretty place. Very friendly people. Very friendly people. If you ever get the chance, I recommend it. I recommend it. So we'll carry on here, gang. Again, I'm telling you, it's going to take me forever. The worker even does it, so it's not even like it's just me. The worker did it, so it is what it is. We kill a little crop again. We're not that concerned about the money at this point, right? We really aren't. We've got plenty. We've got almost 2.5 million by the time we harvest everything up here, sell everything we currently have because we got some corn in storage. So all the land, everything. We're going to have a shit ton of money, gang. Oh, shit ton of money. But we're going to carry on here, gang. We'll get this field done. And then we're going to jump over to the other field, which I think I'm more excited about. We're going to see if we can turn the straw path into pellets. Now, the problem we're going to have with that one is very similar to what we're having in the Ohio Richlands, where those straw paths are going to be huge and massive. I don't really know how I'm going to make this work, if I can even make it work. We may have to shrink down the size of the header again for that. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. But let's get to this. Let's get this going. Let's get this done, I should say. Not going. It's already going. We should get it done. And, yeah, I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, another long time lapse. I feel like I say that a lot on my series lately. But nevertheless, it was, and we got a lot done. I did do a little bit more from where I had left you at the end of that time lapse to now. Enough to get a trailer load here. And another full harvester. So we're going to continue on here. I won't put another time lapse in, at least not right now. But I'll keep on going at this field. There's not much left. I'll get it done. Next time I have another full trailer load, I'll be back with you, regardless of if the field's done or not. And then we will touch the field up at that point. And I think I've made my plan, or my approach, I guess, to the other field to try to help with this straw. So, as I recall, in case you missed it or whatever, I did buy a straw pellet machine of some sort. It says it'll pick the straw directly up off the ground and turn it into pellets. I really don't know exactly how all this works. I haven't tested it. I haven't tried it. I haven't done anything like that. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to test it out specifically in this series, on the end of the series here. But I really don't need to do the whole field in pellets. I don't. I just want to test it out. I want to try it. I've never utilized it, and I want to utilize it. This is probably the only other chance we're going to have, really, probably to use that, unless we somehow incorporate it in one of the other series at the very tail end here. So I just want to see how it works. And give it a shot. So we'll just do kind of like maybe a pass or two with it, and then the rest of it we can just drop. We're not really that concerned with it. So you can see where the harvester is now. I'm going to get going here. Like I said, when I have another full trailer load, I'll be back with you, but I don't think the field will be done. Okay, another trailer load sold here. $341,458 yet again. Nearly 4 million. We are going to be over 4 million by the time we finish this field, which is absolutely fantastic. I suspect we're going to be 10 million or over by the time that we're all done, said and done. Actually, it's going to be probably over that, because we still have the corn to sell. There's a lot of corn in there to sell, and then we've got the wheat field. So likely over that after the time we sell the field, sell all the equipment, sell everything else, right? So there's not much left to do here. Well, there is, but there isn't. It's probably probably another trailer load, honestly, but if it's not, it'll be very close. It's just this chunk over here, this quadrant over here, I guess, this triangle area over here, left to do. And this field will be done, and we can move on to the final wheat field. This is pretty much it here, gang. I might have to do a second pass, actually, now that I'm looking at this. I thought I was going to be able to get it all the way, but I don't think we're going to. Yeah, we're going to have to do another pass, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's field's pretty much done, so this is good. So once this field has been fully harvested here, which we're almost to, we can go ahead and sell this guy. We don't have anything on this one except for, I think, that gas station, which we'll probably just touch up the gas here on the harvester. Not a whole lot. I don't think we're going to need much, if any. But I'm just going to give it a little splash and dash just to be safe. I don't want to have to put down the gas station again, right? So give it a little splash and dash. Probably similar with the tractor here. Give it a little splash and dash, and we'll get rid of that and sell this field. Oop, my bad. But yeah. I guess the header doesn't look that off. Remember, I kind of modified the colors a little bit. I guess it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty solid, I think. I think the yellow actually rounds it out a little bit better. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And this field is done, gang. So we'll unload the rest of this into the trailer here. And we'll go and sell it right now. And then I will meet you back over at the wheat field. and I will get everything kind of brought over there, hooked up, ready to go. We'll sell this field, all that stuff, once we get over there, just so you can see the price and everything. I'll probably just sell the trailer load without showing it to you. I've shown me selling the trailer loads many, many times. This, oh shit, we're gonna have to come back and do another fill up, aren't we? Shit. Oh my gosh, really? 223 liters, really? Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna sell this, and then I'll sell the other 223 liters. You basically know the price we're going to get. You've been watching it. I'll do the splash and dashes like I talked about, get everything set up, prepped, go to the other field. When we get there, we'll sell this field, plus the gas station, and we'll start harvesting that wheat field. Alright, gang, here we go. I'm going to go at this, like I said, a little bit differently than what you might expect because we have such a wide header here. I'm going to kind of try to make it almost like a normal size. Maybe slightly bigger than a normal size, I guess. That's a lot bigger than a normal size, so never mind. But you get what I mean. I'm not going the full distance here on purpose. Once we do this, we're going to sell that field over there like I said we would do. We're just going to get the path going here first before we sell it. Whoops. Whoopsies. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Well, we're going to kill some crop, gang. Sorry. We're going to kill some more crop than what I already killed. Okay, so let me just set this over here to the side for now. Let's sell this field, as we said we're going to do. So we're going to get 2.6 million back. Oh shit, I forgot to get rid of the placeable. Whoops. Said we were going to do that, and I didn't do it. Bear with me. There it is. Okay, now we should be able to sell it. Boom. Perfect. Up to 6.8 million. We started with around 7, right? Isn't that what we started with? Alright, so I have this unfolded already. I haven't lowered it. I don't know if I need to turn it on or anything. I'm just going to flip this on quickly here to figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, turn on the pellet harvester and then lower pickup. That's it. So it's just like a loading wagon, basically. I mean, it seems like it's going to work, right? And it looks like it's got a little bit of a storage here, so I don't even know if I really needed that that trailer that we glossed over, right? It's a slow-moving thing, but this is very slow. 5 mile. We're going. I mean, this thing has a 600 some horsepower in it. I mean, it works. So it's literally just like a loading wagon, and yeah, you run across and pick them up, and then you can just dump it into a trailer. So yeah, it works fine. Now, I suspect it's going to be a very similar situation to the other loading wagons. Like, if I put this on a worker, the worker's going to, the worker's going to get confused. So it's something we have to do ourselves, which is fine, but... So what I'll likely do with this, honestly, is once we get a full load here, I'm not even going to worry about the rest of it on the ground. I just, like I said, I wanted to test it out. I wanted to try it, and we did do that. And it does work perfectly. It just happens to be very slow. But we're going to drop everything into the silo, and then we'll unload it into that trailer that's been sitting there that we accidentally bought. We thought it was the other trailer, and it wasn't. So that way we at least use that trailer for something. We're not going to be wasting too much straw, honestly, because it's almost getting all the way to the end here. The exception of the big mound. So it holds 9,000 liters of straw. It's actually not that bad. I just wish it would go a little bit faster, but it's not that bad. If you have smaller size fields and you can afford this, which I think this thing's pretty expensive, which is part of the problem, but if you can afford it, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see. There is a pipe out, so maybe not. Where's the pipe out? How did I get to the pipe out? Okay, maybe not. Maybe. I thought it was going to be like a dumper, but there's a pipe. Is this even going to reach up there? Not really. Oh, evidently I can do it. I mean, we're lifting up the back wheels, but whatever. If it's going in there, it's going in there, which it is, so whatever. Alright, we'll leave it do its thing there. Let me turn this back off. I'm going to go unload the harvester, and we're going to continue on here. Now, this field is much smaller than the one we just did, so this should be a much faster process for us to get done. Then it's just a matter of us selling everything that we have in storage of the silo, selling all the everything else. Actually, we can start selling some of that now. Why don't we just sell some of this now? We don't need it. There's nothing in this shed anymore, so let's sell it. We can sell this shed too. We don't need this anymore. There you go. Sold a few things. This thing's got to be sold too, but I'm going to wait. I don't really think it gives us any money every hour, but it may. So I'm just going to wait just in case, because we're going to hit 12 here in a second. We might even hit 1 by the time we're done with the harvest. Who knows? So let's carry on here, gang. We're going to get a bit of I cannot talk this episode. You've already heard me mess up multiple times. A bit of a bigger width going now. And we're going to go around the headland like we normally would, and then we'll do our traditional path, and we'll see where we get to. So let's throw a little time lapse in. All right, this field's nearly done. Long time lapse there, gang. I know for a fact I'm going to be chopping up a little bit of the beginning there. I stupidly, even though I just talked about it, had forgot to take the straw swath out, so we got stuck on that mound up there, and it was a lot of trying to maneuver myself out of that, so I'm probably going to edit that chunk out that you won't see, but you'll see the straw path here in just a second once I get up here a little further. There's the mound right there. So, as with the Ohio Richland series, I got stuck up on top of that mountain, so I'm sure that I will be editing that portion out. But still, even if I do or don't, whatever, it's still going to be a long time lapse, just like the other one was. But this is it, gang. It's once we unload that, we get this little section here. This field's done. We can sell this field, and then it's just a matter of us getting rid of everything out of the silo, taking all this stuff, selling it everywhere we can sell it, taking everything back to the shop, selling all of that, selling the initial plot of land over there, and we move on. It's going to be probably another situation where we have a full load with a tiny bit left in the harvester that's going to have to be taken and sold after that, so... Just going to pick this up really quick while we're here, now that we have the room. Be a long episode here, this one, gang. It's going to be quite a long one. Typically, these have been a little bit shorter. Well, maybe not this map, but in the past, the campaign playthrough map episodes have been a little bit shorter. But this one will not be. This one will be a long one, so... But we're getting everything done, right? So, I think that's okay to have a long one every once in a while. Some of you enjoy the long ones. I know that. Some of you enjoy the longer episodes, so... And we're done here, gang. Not bad at all. Not too bad. Got to unload again. Oh! I'm still... I got a little bit better at it, but I'm not perfect at this. Not even close. This is, it's really difficult to slow it down in time. You really gotta... Like I've said, slow it down when you hit about 90%, and sometimes I'm talking or I'm looking at something else, and I don't pay attention to that bottom right corner there where it tells me how much is there. So we're going to have to go sell another trailer load, come back and unload, and then finish this off. So let me do that. We're getting about, I think you saw it, around $77,000, $80,000 for every trailer load, give or take a few bucks. So let's go do that. I'll finish this up. And then we can start unloading all the corn and selling the corn. Alright, the field is fully done now. Up to 7.2 million, which is amazing. 7.25, really. By the time we sell all this, we will be over that. So we're going to let this unload. While that's occurring, we're going to have to do a quick save here. I'm going to look at straw pellets and see where the best place to sell the straw pellets are. Well... what's close by. Hopefully there's one close by. Okay, so I think we could sell it at the same location. Well, nearly the same location. Isn't this where we were? Pretty much. It's over here. But yeah, pretty much. Okay, so there we go. We got that under control. Now we need to look at the corn. Hopefully there's something for corn over here. I think there is. Yep. And that is... okay, same place we've been selling it. Okay, cool. So this can go back up to... this can go back up to the shop. I think I might actually send a worker doing this for us. I don't know if it'll actually work or not. Sometimes the worker gets very confused, but... you know what? I'm not even going to attempt it. The worker's going to get stuck by... something. They always do. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'll take it myself. But let's get to selling this stuff first, right? Let's go ahead and get working on selling this. We can actually sell this plot of land now. We're up to 8.286. So we'll sell the rest of this. Then we got to get the corn out, and we got to get the straw pellets sold. Yep. And we'll be good. So I won't put a time lapse in, or I won't be running these back and forth. I mean, you've seen me sell these tons and tons of times, and it's not that exciting. So let me sell this, and let me run a bunch of corn over here. And when we get the last load of corn, I will pop on the camera here again and record that last selling. And then we can take the straw pellets, and then we'll go sell everything at the shop, sell everything else that's on the farm, and we're done. All right, gang, that's it. It's not 100% full here, but it's as near. It makes no difference. Full trailer load. All the corn has been sold. Everything else on the actual farm itself has been sold. Sold the windmill, sold the actual house. We just need to sell the silos here, and then we can sell this land. And, all right, let's go sell the land. What placeable do I still have on it? What am I missing? Is there something I'm missing here, gang? Is it because of those? Is it because of those? Can't be, right? I don't have anything else placed on here. Do I? What do I have else? Oh, yeah. It's when I was removing money, basically. I don't think I can do that. I think we checked that last time. I was having an issue with that, trying to get rid of... Basically, what that does is allow me, you know, to actually set the thing up as you would expect, right? So, where did I put them at? Over here somewhere, weren't they? I don't even see them. It may not let me sell this, gang. I had it over there, it says. Yeah, it's not going to let me sell it. So unfortunately, we won't be able to sell this land. So that's a little disappointing. But we know if we look at it, how much we would get. Nearly $1 million. So we'd be over 10 million. So we eclipse the 10 million easily. And we haven't even sold all the equipment yet. Plus, the stuff that's in here, we still have to sell the straw pellets, which I've already brought the trailer over to the location. We just have to hook up to it and sell it. I brought all the equipment all the way back up to the shop as well. Obviously, it's taken a while for me to do all this. But, yeah. Everything's, for the most part, done. We're pretty much just topping off the end here. We'll sell the corn. You can see pretty much how much I was getting every time for the corn here. Minus, I guess, what, 250 liters? A little less than that. So I think this is a 52,000 liter trailer, to be honest with you. I wasn't really paying attention, but I know early on I think that's what it was. So as we're going up here, you can see here's the other trailer right on the other side of the silos here. So this should get us pretty close to eclipsing 10 million right here. All right, 9906. I'm just going to leave the trailer right here for now. We got to take it back up to the shop. I still have the other tractor up there. I was using that to cart stuff as I was waiting on, you know, this trailer to be loaded up. I figured I might as well start carting stuff up to the shop, and that's kind of what I've been doing. So, trying to kill two birds with one stone kind of thing, right? I have no idea what I'm going to get for this, the straw pellets, but we'll figure it out. It's not much. $4,497 for that small amount we had. I'm still having issues talking today. That small amount we had, I think that's pretty good. So definitely worth to do the straw pellets if you have the time. It's just a very slow process. Let me get all this back to the shop. It's going to take a bit, and I'll be back with you, and we'll sell everything, and we'll be done. All right, everything's back here, gang. Let's see what kind of money we get out of all this. All right, repair, repaint. Repair, repaint. Repaint. Alright, we're going to move these up. So we've eclipsed the 10 million, as I told you we would do. When we get to the end here, just kind of add on a little bit more, right? Add on just under $1 million to whatever we get, because we couldn't sell the land, because I utilized a thing that will not allow me to get rid of it, to remove some money, right? To try to make it all line up properly with what we left off in the last map. We just popped an achievement, evidently. What did we get? Oh, making 10 million, I guess. Well, there you go. It's the first time I've ever made 10 million in this game, I guess. All right, repair, repaint. All right, so we leave it with $11,036,822 plus, well, we'd be at 12 million basically. 12 million. Just over $12 million. Fantastic. If we have the time, like I said, we will jump into Silver Run, even if it's a brief one. If we have the time, we will do it. I don't know if we will. So we're ending this one here to help the other series move along. And we'll see where we get to. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, the easiest and the best way to help me out is to hit the like button. And I'll catch you all next time.